Hey friends, it's February. The holidays are behind us. The decorations are down, the champagne is gone, and most New Year's resolutions are already being tested. Before I talk about the market, I want to talk about something personal. For me, 2026 is the year of taking action. You know how we all have those things we say we're gonna do? I'll buy when rates drop, I'll sell when the market improves, I'll invest when things feel safer, I'll make that move next year. And then next year becomes 3 years. I sell 30 to 40 homes a year, but I talk to 2 or 3 times that many people who want to buy, but don't. Not because they can't, because it's inconvenient, because it's expensive, because it's overwhelming, because there's always a reason to wait. Buying is inconvenient, selling is inconvenient. There's never a perfect time. But what I do differently is this. I don't just open doors, I build plans. Even if you're buying in 2028, even if you're thinking about selling in 2027, even if you're still figuring things out, let me break it into manageable pieces so your brain doesn't short circuit. Now let's talk about what's actually happening in the market. According to February 2026 Orange County Housing Report, the early trends are already emerging. And there are some big signals here. So here's the big picture. Inventory currently sits at 3,179 homes. That's up 13% from the same time last year, but it's still 48% below the pre-COVID 3-year average. So yes, we do have more homes available for sale now than we did last year, but we are nowhere near oversupplied. Now here's where it gets interesting. Buyer demand just surged 38% in just the last 2 weeks. Pending sales jumped from 914 homes under contract to 1,264 homes under contract. That's a massive early year move. Why? Mortgage rates. Rates are currently around 6%. Last year at this time, they were above 7%. On a $1 million loan, that difference is roughly $650 per month. That's close to $8,000 a year. And if we're talking about the higher end, on a $5 million loan, that difference is roughly $3,265 per month, which is almost $40,000 a year in payment difference. That's not small. That changes decisions. And because of that improved affordability, expected market time, meaning how long it'll actually take to sell a current home in today's pace, that dropped from 101 days down to 75 days in just the last 2 weeks. That was the largest 2-week drop since January 2019. The market is heating up. 3 obvious things that we're seeing right now: rates are lower than they were last year, there are more choices than the ultra-tight pandemic years, and homes are moving faster than they were even just a month ago. That's the visible part. Now, here's what most people are missing. 2 things most people aren't talking about. Number 1, sellers are still hunkering down. New listings in January were 2,518. That's only 1.7% higher than last year, and still 15% below pre-COVID norms. Homeowners with low locked-in mortgage rates are not rushing to sell. They love their sub 4% rate. Supply is not flooding the market. If demand keeps rising into spring while supply remains modest, that will tighten negotiations. The second sleeper is detached homes are actually moving faster than attached homes. Detached homes dropped to about 70 days for market time, while condos and townhomes sit closer to 83 days, average days on market. And here's something else I've been talking about that not enough people are discussing. Condos and townhomes used to be the obvious, more affordable option, but rising HOA fees is changing that equation. Monthly HOA dues have climbed significantly in many communities. So while the purchase price of an attached property may look lower, the total monthly payment often isn't that much lower than a single family home. Buyers are starting to recognize that. That's part of why detached homes are moving faster. This is a nuance that matters when you're planning your next move. And when we focus on the luxury market, luxury is anything above 2.5 million. That has improved dramatically. Luxury demand rose 35% in just the last 2 weeks. Expected market time dropped from 200 days down to 154 days. And anything above 6 million, market times have dropped from 365 days down to 267 days. Bottom line, homes are selling faster in every price range. And that is a serious shift in momentum. Luxury is waking up. If you own in that price range, ignoring that trend would be a huge mistake. So, buyers, let me ask you something. Are you waiting for rates to hit 5%? If they do, what happens? Well, I'll tell you, demand explodes. Competition increases. Multiple offers return. Right now, rates are lower than they were last year, and inventory is higher than it was during the tightest of all years. This is one of the more balanced windows we've seen. Is it perfect? Never. Is it workable? 100%. At a minimum, get clarity. Know your numbers, know your buying power, know your timeline. You don't have to buy this year, but you do need a plan. Sellers out there, right now, the sales to list price ratio is 98%. Homes are selling very close to asking price. Distressed homes are less than 0.1% of all listings. There is no foreclosure wave. 99.8% of sellers have equity. This is not 2008. If you're thinking about selling in the next 2 to 3 years, let's model it. Maybe it's now, maybe it's in 2027, maybe it's contingent on another purchase, but let's build the roadmap. 2026 is my year of taking action. If real estate is one of those things you've been putting off, let's stop waiting for perfect. Scan the QR code, click the link in my description, reply to this message, text me. You can get in touch with me however you want, but let me help you go from point A to point B strategically. That's what I do. I don't just sell homes, I build plans, and I'd love to build one with you.